Alright guys, I'm going to talk about Paul Thomas Anderson's One Battle After Another. The film is a complete and utter success. Running at 3 hours long, I've seen it in the cinema. Absolutely no problem whatsoever. Um, Held a piss for an hour. I was enjoying it that much. Um, DiCaprio was sensational. Um, he's kind of in his kind of manic, overworked phase. Also, something he kind of tapped into in the climate change film on Netflix. The name escapes me. Um, there is kind of a plot and a trust and a tension, a cat and mouse game running all the way through the film that keeps it going all the way through. So if any of you are on the fence about Paul Thomas Anderson's character studies earlier on, that is a little bit to decide in favour of the thrust of the plot. Um, it's Sean Penn that kind of steals the film, at least um, at sections. He's absolutely fantastic as Captain Lockjaw, and his obsession with Leonardo DiCaprio's wife and partner, Tanya Taylor, who's absolutely fantastic and probably the hottest thing in the entertainment world, both like literally and figuratively. Um, it's really, really good. Kind of an echoey score that didn't overwhelm it but underscored the emotion. There's one visual sequence at the end that was absolutely fantastic. And the scenes at the end of DiCaprio in the robe, the nightgown, which you would have seen in the poster, are absolutely brilliant. Um, a true work of art. It appears that the surface the characters are kind of liberal anti-establishment, but the politics of Paul Thomas Anderson are kind of left to bleed through the middle. Benicio del Toro shows up. There's a real suspicion and mystery to his character, as we always like. Um, Jokes abound. There's kind of sexualized humor running through it in a kind of naughty teenage way that would kind of harken back to his Boogie Nights days. And it really is the culmination of all his work so far, transmitted with a gigantic movie star to the big screen. And I know for a fact the audiences are absolutely going to embrace this and then embrace it a second time when it gets home to video viewing. A really, really fantastic film. Um, Big car sequence at the start. Then later on, all the car scenes become really, really pared back. I like the idea of imagining Paul Thomas Anderson getting a pain in his ass filming car sequences. Being such a lover of actors. Um, Really, really fantastic. The glow of the kind of California sun, or that kind of west coast of America sun, is great. Um, it seems to dip its toe into all the contemporary issues of today: right and left wing politics, guns, women, trans rights. Um, it's like the bigger brother of Inherent Voice. This film, whereas Inherent Voice didn't really know what to do with the world. One battle after another isn't really all that bothered with it. He's kind of a. I can imagine that politics isn't on the telly much in the Anderson household. DiCaprio seems to have an absolutely stellar fun at the minute during the interviews. I've seen him say in one interview that it really is the best art form in the world. And a kind of true cinema movie. The sexual lust, violence, anti-establishment, parent-child stuff, like all the heroics of good Hollywood movie making. And he is a massive lover of Hollywood for all its pretension. He loves kind of everything that Hollywood has to offer. I have to say, I was really, really taken by it. A lot of dark humour as well. You'll find if nobody's laughing and you got the compulse to laugh, just laugh, because I start laughing and other people followed me. Um, because the humour kind of skirts along the kind of darker side of humanity. But I think that's where the best humour is. The things we don't talk about that we're worried about. If you're going to laugh at them anywhere, on your own in cinema. And if you can't say dirty jokes with your friends or in the workplace these days, why not laugh at them in the cinema? Absolutely fantastic by PTA. The score, of course, brilliant. You'd need to watch the film 4 more times to analyse that, listen to it on its own. Um, Really, really high achievement. The background characters all have absurd names. Regina Hall, of course, Jack Trout. A lot of interesting guys popping up in the background. Sean Penn, though, is the one that really sticks out. I mean, in the first 10 minutes, he has an opening gag that will make you actually convulse in laughter. and the trust of his character motivation from the beginning is absolutely comical. Um, Something out of the Marx Brothers or a Farley's Brothers movie. Like something about Mary style comedy, you know. He really does have a funny bone. He's married to Mary Angelou, or Maya Rudolph, who's a comedian and SNL alumni. So he's got a great sense of humour. I really, really enjoyed this. If you can't get to the cinema, grab it as soon as it gets home. As always, like and subscribe. Any films you want me to talk about, I'd love some audience engagement. Share the page. I'm trying to grow it, reach more audiences. Don't really know what I'm doing with it at the minute. So any comments, if anybody else is involved in the YouTube content world, let me know.